Hello there my fellow holotable heroes, and welcome to another fleet guide video. Now you'll be able to find this and all my other fleet guides on my SWGOH Live website. If you haven't seen it yet, go and check it out. There'll be a link in description below. Now Profundity has come and gone. It hit our holotables I think about a couple of weeks ago now. So obviously some of you have been unlocking it, and then I've seen 5, 6 or 7 star profundities here in my shard. So really what I want to tackle in this video is not, the exact best mirror matches or how to take down different fleets like Executor. I'll just give you a few quick battles here. The main point of this video is just to show you the difference between 4 and 7 star profundity, so that whenever you will be unlocking it, you can make a decision for yourself. Is it worth all those extra crystals, to quickly farm it up to 7 stars, or you just want to take it at your own pace and upgrading it slowly? So hopefully this video will answer any questions you may have in terms of differences. Now, as with any other fleet, the first big difference between 4 and 7 stars is the number of reinforcements you can take into the battle. Now in Fleet Arena this is not an issue because you never really get to use more than 2 reinforcements, even if you're using 7 star their profundity. However, in Grand Arena this has a huge impact because if you are using profundity, for example, or any other capital ship lower stars on offense, you will be losing out banners automatically. Because normally you will be getting, I think, 4 banners per unused reinforcement slot, and unfortunately the way it's this coded, that if you don't have them available, they don't count as unused. So if you would go in with this profundity, for example, and get a solid win, usually solid win, let's say, would be 72 banners or 70 banners, just by not having 2 reinforcement slots available, you will be missing out on 8 banners. So then instead of 72 or 70, you would be getting like 64 or 62 banners. Now depending obviously on your Grand Arena strategy, that's okay, you're not banner pinching, but if you are banner pinching, those 8 banners can cost you big time sometimes. So it's again down to you. Do you just want to put it on defense until it's 7 stars because you don't want to be dropping out banners, or do you want to use profundity to take down like an Executor or something, or do a mirror match in Grand Arena? It's really down to you, but this is the main big difference. So with the reinforcements out of the way, let's talk about the abilities now. Luckily, the main ability, the crew ability, is actually tied to Admiral Radus himself, so you're not really missing out anything on that front. Also, because with this ability, as you can see, you're getting 10 speed for each dark side enemy. You will be getting a lot of speed here. So at 4 star, the speed is about 170, I think. I forgot to check, apologies. So you're getting 10 speed, so you're getting plus 40 speed. So even with 4 stars, the speed of your profundity will be like 210 plus. So you will be able to go before the enemy Executor. So you will not have any issues in those matchups at all. So definitely, you're not missing a whole lot here, to be honest. Now in terms of the basic ability, you're missing a little bit of damage because you don't have it 7 stars, but the main bit you're missing there is level 8 bonuses, which is actually a very powerful basic ability. But to be honest, I haven't used a basic ability even once, because you just use special, reinforcement, special, and then another special, or already go into ultimate. So there's really no benefit of leveling up these basic abilities, because I never really got to use it. Now this is the only ability actually, well, you are missing out a little bit at 4 stars. So as you can see, we're missing out 6, 7 and 8 level. So you won't be able to apply burning, ability block and shield disruption if you're getting lots of instances of damage. So this is the one ability that once you do get it to 7 stars, actually in some cases you will want to start off this instead of the other ability. Speaking of the other ability, the Rebel fleet has arrived. Again, you're missing out on some of the beats, but the most important thing is at level 5, the one that applies marked on whoever is in stealth. So this allows you to, even at 4 stars, just pull out somebody like Xanadu Blood out of stealth, put permanent mark on them, and you can just take them out quickly. The levels 6 and 7, they are nice, but nothing really groundbreaking here, to be honest, as well as level 8. And for the ultimate, again, it doesn't even matter. Many times battle is decided before you get to the ultimate already anyways. So really the only thing you're missing out is just that ability with all those instances of damage, because you can't land ability blocks on the enemies. Okay, now let me show you the fleet that I'll be using in this video. Most of you will probably have similar fleet. Obviously both Han and Chewie here are relicked up, as well as Dash. Then you have Y-Wing, and then Phantom and Ghost are perfect two reinforcements here, I think. You don't need to even have these pilots, as you can see, leveled up. They're here just for utility. Phantom comes in as the first reinforcement, so then it reduces the cooldowns of reinforcement ability for a capital ship, so you can then bring straight another reinforcement on the next turn, which will be Ghost. And why I want to do that, because as you probably know, with Profundity, if you bring in their reinforcements in 2 consecutive turns, then when you reinforce the second one, all buffs on enemies are dispelled and all debuffs on your allies are dispelled. So it's a very, very good way. And because, you know, Phantom and Ghost, they don't really add a whole lot to the Home 1 fleet, I think. At least it kind of leaves you this secondary Rebel fleet. What the secondary Rebel fleet will actually be able to do without Falcon is yet to be seen. I started doing some testings. Definitely be on the lookout for that video at some point in time as well. And this is really all what you need with Profundity, just your core starting trio and then the Phoenix ships. Okay, so let's start off with a 4-star versus 7-star triple attacker executor. So here I will start off with the third ability there, which will pull out Xanadu Blood out of stealth, put permanent mark on it, so we can then just go ahead and gun it down as quickly as you can. Let's use the special ability here to get a big hit. Now this is a bit of RNG, as always with Falcon. Are you getting enough assists or not? But anyway, we'll just keep going. No point to wiggle, because you can't gain bonus turn meter, right, with Profundity, so you would just lose a turn there. With Falcon, which could be a little bit threatening, right, because these guys can here ignore the taunt on your Y-Wing. So if they could go all out on somebody like Falcon, you could be sometimes in trouble. So I did lose a couple of times out of about 50 battles I've done, so it is possible when you're not getting any assists whatsoever, and then obviously enemies doing everything right, it can happen. As you can see, as long as you get there, Xanadu Blood out and IG very quickly, no issues whatsoever. We bring a second reinforcement, and you know, at this point the enemy can't do a whole lot, to be honest, anymore. They don't have any main damage dealers anymore. Well, let's see what I've got. Doesn't even matter. Okay, we go. Yeah. Okay, I'll just get Razor Crest out. There we go. I think one more turn to the ultimate, and then this is definitely going to be an easy win here. Come on, there we go. They're doing their best, but you know, they can't do a whole lot anymore. So there we go. Time to get the ultimate. We have the plans. Let's go and hop into the second battle now. So this is now 7-star gameplay. The first battle was 4-star Profundity gameplay versus same triple attacker fleet. And just to see if there's any difference, really. So we'll do the same thing here. Pull out Xanadu Blood out of stealth. Do a big hit over here. Hopefully get some assist. Oop. This time didn't get Xanadu Blood down very quickly, but I'm just going to go ahead, finish it off there with a basic, and there we go. Okay, so you know, if this hit there instead of Razor Crest, there would target, for example, Falcon instead of Y-Wing, you could be in trouble. So definitely, you know, if things could get interesting if AI suddenly decides to do the right moves. But now, so you can see, the same as in first battle. We got these two guys down, and you know, from here on out it's smooth sailing. Really, you can go ahead and wiggle with Falcon just to get that mark off us. So you can see between 4 and 7-star, no difference at all, to be honest. The main RNG component, as always, is Falcon getting enough assists or not, because it's a 50% chance, right? So that's pretty much the main thing. And then sometimes AI would just decide to go all out on your Falcon. But you know, you got lots of protection recovery there, so Falcon in most cases, he does hang on just by thread. Same thing with Y-Wing as well, sometimes gets very, very low, but somehow you always manage to pull through. And there we go, into the ultimate already. And now let's go with 4-star Profundity versus the classic Executors lineup. Now we'll start with the same move here, get Xanadu Blood out of stealth, put a mark on him. And then, you know, hopefully we get enough assists to get it down rather quickly. There we go, got him down already. So obviously that happens, you're good to go here, no worries. So in this case, because Xanadu Blood is down, I can just miss a turn with Falcon and put Falcon obviously into hiding, because Falcon cannot dispel the buffs from himself, just from allies when they get 3 or more. That's why if Xanadu Blood is done very quickly, might as well play it safe and hide Falcon. Okay, there we go. We brought in, as always, Phantom as a first reinforcement, so then we can bring in Ghost second. Razor Crest down already. This is going very well, and just, you know, pretty much this battle is over. Now I'm going to show you again 4-star Profundity versus 7-star Executor. Same strategy, but in this case I did lose. See, no assist from Falcon. Okay, here I decided to wiggle just in case. Maybe that was a misplay, but just wasn't sure because of not getting assist. Will I survive or not? There we go. Y-wing is very low again. There we go. Xanadu Blood hanging on by a thread. Lost their Outrider, and this is pretty much a loss in my book. So maybe there, because I wiggled with Falcon, but you know, again, if I wouldn't be getting assists, who knows? It is possible to lose. But anyway, now we're going up against 7-star again with 7-star Profundity versus just standard Executor lineup. And this is now with 7 stars that actually I changed my strategy. Instead of pulling out Xanadu Blood out of stealth, I find it more consistent here, just to call out Rider here to get all those lots of damage out, and now we can land ability block. So this is now the advantage of having 7-star, because as you've seen there, if you're not getting enough assists on Xanadu Blood, they can do some damage, but at least like this we have days on Razor Crest, ability block, so it can't do really much. Then we can just go ahead, finish it off, and now without Razor Crest, you know, things will become a little bit easier. But as you can see, Falcon there, if they do target it, could be in trouble. But hopefully it'll get a turn quickly, so we can get that off. We can heal up a little bit with Outrider. And this is, for example, now their ability blocking Falcon. They have Mark still on it, but because of all this protection recovery here, we are good to go. Just decided, you know what, I already have ultimate already. I'm like, alright, that was quick, let's just go ahead and pull it, and that was an easy win from here on out. Okay, so now we've got a mirror match, 4-star Profundity versus 7-star Profundity mirror match, just to see the differences here, how things will go. Alright, okay, I'm just going to start with my special ability over here, get a few attacks on their Y-wing. Now they get to go. This usually it's a race, who defeats Y-wing first. That's usually the race in here. But anyway, I'm going to apply, I'm going to use this ability to get a reinforced hull on all my allies, so we can now tank a few hits. There we go. Y-wing would have not survived if I wouldn't apply reinforced hull on it. Okay, here we go. They're bringing in Biggs. Perfect. There we go. Got their Y-wing down. So you can see these mirror matches again. They can be very close, just because obviously they're getting assists, you're getting assists. So I can definitely see scenarios where, for example, if for a couple of turns your Falcon refuses to assist, whereas enemy Falcon assists on everything, that you potentially could lose their Y-wing before they do, and then, you know, the whole battle could fall apart if you immediately lose Y-wing while they still have their standing. Going up against here Outrider now, bringing in my second reinforcement, and obviously at this point the battle is pretty much over. We can just blow up their Outrider there. Oh, not quite. That should do it. And yeah, at this point enemy, to be honest, they can't do a whole lot. It's just a case of finishing off Falcon. Maybe they're bringing another reinforcement, but as you can see, 4 versus 7 stars, no issues whatsoever. As you know, with going up against Executor, the deciding factor really is how many assists you're getting there from Falcon. But from my testing, in most cases, again, I did about 50 battles. I think I lost only a couple of times. So as you've seen in the previous battle, you know, my Rebel Y-wing came close to dying. So then I was also trying out different strategy here. So this is 7-star versus 7-star Profundity. Just a little bit different starting sequence with Outriders. You can also give this one a go. I actually prefer this one, to be honest. You'll see why. So they get to go, get a few hits on my Y-wing, and now with Outrider you actually grant speed up to your allies, so there is no RNG who goes first. This allows you to get a jump start on their Y-wing and hopefully get it out before they get to do a whole lot. Okay, there we go. Now I get to call assist here. There we go. Okay, blow him up. Come on, there we go. And see, this then allowed both my Y-Wing and my Falcon to get hits on the enemy Rebel Y-Wing before it took a turn. So I actually prefer this strategy, to be honest, and at this point the battle is in hand, Outrider already down, and at this point enemy can't do a whole lot. And now finally let me show you as well what ended up as a loss in a 7-star Profundity mirror match, just to show you, there is some RNG involved sometimes with the assists and everything. Same thing as the previous battle, they go first, put a hit on my Y-Wing, I grant speed up to my guys, so we get going here. Alright, I'm just going to basic, no wiggling there. Okay, but as you can see in this case I was not getting a lot of assists. Let's call Outrider here, there we go, again Falcon not assisting here, and there we go, we did get an assist, but too little too late, and this then allowed the enemy Y-Wing to stay alive and put shield disruption on my Y-Wing, and then they were able to burn down my Y-Wing. So as mentioned before, I've done this about 50 times and I did lose a couple of them, so it is possible to lose mirror matches, as well as Profundity versus Executor if Han just refuses to participate in the battle with his assist. It's just the way it goes with also with Home 1, sometimes Han would refuse to assist right when you were using it versus Negotiator or something. It's just the way it goes with Han here, you can't really do a whole lot, to be honest. If you lose Y-Wing straight in the beginning of a battle, whereas they don't, you'll just be stuck behind the Y-Wing forever. It's constantly taunting, constantly recovering protection. Alright guys, so this is it. This is all for today's video. Hope you found it useful and helpful, just showing you that there isn't really a whole lot of difference between 4 and 7-star Profundity. The only real difference there was on that ability, which allows you with 7 instances of damage to land ability block, which obviously then allows you, when you're going up against just a standard Executor lineup, you can just immediately ability block Razor Crest, just to eliminate that RNG if you go straight for Xanadu Blood. Are you getting enough assists or not? Anyway guys, let me know how you guys are getting on with your Profundity. I'm still probably about 2 to 3 months away from unlocking it, so I want to thank a shardmate of mine, Toxic, for helping testing me out with his Profundity. Thank you for watching, I'll see you in the next one, but until then, have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.